Hello there and welcome back to the channel. I am Sir Nerdalot. Today I would like to discuss 5 stories that should be animated series. So at number 5 we have season 3 of the Avatar universe. Avatar: The Last Airbender and even Legend of Korra have been greatly successful in their reemergence on Netflix. Now I know Netflix is planning their live action adaptation of The Last Airbender, but looking at the success of the first attempt at doing that, I really think they should stick to their guns and build off of the success of the previous 2 series. Now when it comes to what the 3rd series of the Avatar universe would be, I'm kind of up in the air on that, but one thing I would love to see would be the first Avatar, but that was shown in like a 2-episode arc on Legend of Korra, so I don't know if revisiting that would be a good idea or creating a new Avatar, maybe an Avatar we know, but I just really think a 3rd series of the Avatar universe would be really successful and loved by people across the board. So at number 4, I have the Inheritance Cycle, which is the series of books written by Christopher Paolini. You might better know as Aragon. For me, the 2006 adaptation Aragon was an absolute failure at attempting to bring this book series to the screen. Now, when you look at the success of the movie, the budget was $100 million and the box office was $250.4 million. So it was successful. So I do think that there is a want to see this story played out. And I think some of the failures of the movie was showing some of these things in live action that is just really difficult to portray in that medium. And at number 3, I have a post-sequel trilogy Star Wars story. I know there is all this controversy around the sequel trilogy, but for me, I enjoyed them and I would really like to see where Rey's story is going. But not only would I like to see the continuation of Rey's story, I would really like to see Finn broadening his horizons and becoming a Jedi. Really, the possibilities for this series are endless. So many different directions that you could go, pull in different stories from the EU and really make something solid. Much like the Clone Wars kind of fixed things for the prequel trilogy, you can have this series kind of fix things for the sequel trilogy. So at number 2, I have an animated series of the Marauders from the Harry Potter franchise. Now don't get me wrong, I do like Fantastic Beasts. Following up Deathly Hallows Part 2, Fantastic Beasts is not the series that I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch a story about Remus, Peter, Sirius, and James growing up into this group and eventually fighting the dark forces of Lord Voldemort. Now there is a really good fan film out there entitled Severus Snape and the Marauders from 2016 that is really quite enjoyable, but I think going the animated route makes things much simpler. You don't have to worry about filming times to progress the kids in age, because I think there should be some time jumps, but showing all of these famous characters from the Harry Potter universe meeting, growing together, becoming friends, and eventually fighting Lord Voldemort would just be absolutely brilliant. So, the number 1 story that I think needs to be an animated series is from Forgotten Realms author R.A. Salvatore, The Legend of Drist. Drist Duorden is a iconic character from Dungeons and Dragons and Forgotten Realms. Most people that are interested in fantasy know who Drist Duorden is. This would have to be an R-rated animated series, more geared towards adults than children, because there are some graphic stories here, and it's really such a great story. I'm actually in the process of rereading all of them, and it truly is a great story. You have Drist, who is a drow, or a dark elf, and he comes from this city that is just corrupt, and there is no unity. They're always fighting against each other and killing everything, and everybody outside of their society is evil. And Drist rejects all of that. He rejects the conniving, evil ways of the drow, and he escapes to the surface, where he meets some great companions, Catti-brie, Bjornar, Wolfgar, and has some great enemies, Jarlaxle, Artemis. It's really just a great story. You're talking about 20 plus books that you can pull from to create this series. In all of my heart, I want a Legend of Drist animated series, rated R, not for kids, for all the grown-ups who grew up reading this series. It would just be absolutely fantastic. I would scream with absolute joy every time I got to watch it. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed my little spiel about some stories that I think need to be turned into animated series. Let me know some things that you think need to be turned into animated series. Anyways, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and as always, may the force be with you, live long and prosper, and always know where your towel is.